all your photo, video, and voiceover needs, check out the fine folks at Blueberry Productions. They will take good care of you. If you don't believe me, you can see for yourself. Check out their work at blueberryproductions.tv, the Facebook page, Blueberry Productions, also a Vimeo page, a YouTube page, and it's Blueberry, BLUBERRY, Prod on Twitter. Check them out today. Blueberry Productions, great people, great work, great service.
Hey there, your yard took a real beating this summer. Luckily, Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard has your back. Just feed your grass with Scott's again this fall when the air is cool and the soil is warm. It's the perfect time to give your lawn a boost. If you do, Winter Guard will give your yard the nourishment it needs to help weak, thin grass recover and support root growth, giving you a greener, more resilient lawn both now and next spring. Guaranteed. Grab a bag of Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard today. You'll be back to barbecuing in no time. This is a Scott's Yard.
Hey parents, we all try to be extra careful with our children in the car, but then we get an important call or text. Remember, our children are watching. Make every drive a good example. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our teen driver safety program. Brought to you by Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
Hello, my name is Travis Williams, President and CEO of Academics and Athletic Consulting, focusing on educating and empowering tomorrow's collegiate athletic leaders. My passion is for the education and genuine concern and care for today's student athlete. It's the centerpiece of my life's work. A college education, both in and out of the classroom, is a truly rewarding benefit. For more information on AAC, you can go to www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Once again, www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Or you can follow me on Facebook at Academics and Athletic Consulting, or Twitter at Coach TWill24, or Instagram Travis L. Williams 24. Or you can call me at 404-542-6079. Once again, AAC is very proud to partner with J.R. McHenry of the Bossman Radio Show, covering sports and entertainment across the country. Please tune in weekly for informative, entertaining, and expert analysis on today's sports and entertainment topics. Thank you.
Digits on the beat.
Alright, folks, back here on the JR the Bossman show. Talking to the friend of the show, Coach of the Cal State Fulton Titan, DJ Taylor on the Bossman show. Coach Taylor doing things out there influencing. Coach, what's up out there on the West Coast, man?
I'll tell you what, we trying to survive this rain out here on the West. They say it don't rain in Southern California. I disagree. We've been getting it.
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot about the rain out there from my guys out in Cali telling me about the rain. I know y'all hate the rain out there, but the rain down here it happens all the time. But I know out there when it's sunny and 7 degrees every day, you don't want to see that rain nowhere, no how.
No, not at all. Not at all. But we making the best out of it and doing what we need to do to get through it.
Yes, indeed. Now, Coach, you're 5-2 in Big West play, man. 5-game winning streak. So, Coach, talk to us about what turned around for your team. I know you had kind of a rough non-conference, started the conference play kind of shaky, but now you're 5-2. What's turned it around for you, Coach?
You know, I think this group is starting to settle into who they are and what they can be, most importantly, which is a group of guys that got great experience and really talented, but more importantly, they're playing for each other and playing with each other and playing well together. They're sharing the basketball, and I think a key statistic is we're throwing the ball to ourselves and not to the other team. That's a huge advantage, and it really helps our ability to be able to score. But I think we finally settled in and really starting to get back to playing Titan basketball, which is sharing the basketball and sharing the responsibility for winning.
And coach, I looked at your non-conference schedule. I really feel like it toughens your guys up. You got to get the results you wanted, but that adversity, it forced the guys kind of come together now and get on this street, this running street, a jail right at the right time. Because you want to be peaking February to March, not in January, December. So I feel like at the right time, you guys are coming together, and that schedule early November, December is helping you give you that foundation to be good as you are right now.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Particularly being on the road, I think we had 2 non-Division I home games in the whole preseason. So we were road warriors, and we got beat up for it. But I think, like you said, the experience of being on the road and playing in different environments, playing against different styles, playing against different levels of competition, I think is really starting to pay off for us as we're, no stranger to being on the road, number one, and number two, we're no stranger to playing against different styles. And so now we're able to just kind of settle into the way that we need to play, and we're having a good deal of success doing some key things, which is rebounding the basketball, getting to the free throw line, and really just defending.
And, Coach, I feel like you said on a rotation is really good. You got a 9-man rotation. You play some guys more than others off the bench, but having able to play 8 or 9 guys that you trust during this time of year is good because you never know. You might get a quick whistle, 2,000 with a guy come out of the game to go to your bench or vice or whatever, or injury or something, God forbid. But you have guys you've played that can trust. So I feel like guys knowing their role based on the stats I'm seeing, based on what I watched on ESPN3. So I feel like you have a great thing going right now and all at the right time as well.
Definitely. I think we have all the ingredients, as you mentioned. We got some depth. We've got some size. We can throw some different bodies in there, whether we get in foul trouble or if we just want to change up the pace of play. We can do different things, but our bread's buttered, being able to defend, rebound, and run. And I think this group's really starting to buy into that and really understand how significant that is, being able to do that and do it consistently. And I think that's helped us a tremendous amount. Each guy that's gone into the game, they're holding each other accountable, not only on the floor, but off the floor with our preparation and how we're going about our business on a day-to-day basis.
And, Coach, talk about that. How do you get young kids to buy into game plan discipline? Because I know that's hard. The hardest thing for kids to get through is working hard outside of practice and getting down to that game plan discipline, sticking to what you do and shoot around. So how do you go about getting your team to acquire that task, acquire that skill, to that game plan discipline, to stick to what you guys go over and shoot around and practice in the film room and over to the game court there?
It's not an easy task, but I think anytime you can find your guys doing things right and point it out, highlight it, whether it be, in person or on the film, showing them doing things right, catching them doing things right, and then encouraging them that A, they did it right, and B, what the benefit of doing it right is. I think that's one way that we've really kind of tried to establish that role, if you will, with trying to show the new guys and the young guys how important it is to do things the right way and do things the way we're doing them, and give yourself a chance to have success.
And, Coach, look at your roster. You have an international roster, but it's FIBA. I'm like, you got guys from China, Toronto. So I'm like, man, Coach, You got a lot of guys, international guys. You really hitting that scene tough there. So what is the allure of international guys, Coach? How do you go about getting those guys on your roster, first of all, and how they blending in with all the guys on the team that's from Cali already?
Yeah, well, it's interesting. A lot of it has to do with our locations. Where we're located. It helps itself and it recruits itself. We're 35 minutes from downtown LA. We're 25 minutes from the closest beach, and which happens to be one of the richest areas in the country. And so, we're 12 minutes from Disneyland. So there's a lot to sell by way of location. And you mentioned it, and I'll mention it again. Just the weather. It's hard to beat the weather here, even though it's raining right now. I mean, next week it'll be back up to 70 degrees and 75 degrees. So that's hard to beat. We've got a good nucleus that we like to recruit from in terms of character, guys that do certain things on the floor. And so we try not to stray away from that. And those guys have kind of come in here and taken advantage of what we have to offer. And it's interesting now because we have older guys in our program, and now they're taking advantage of the recruiting or taking responsibility for recruiting and kind of carrying their own record, so to speak. Hey, I'm 2-1 or 2-0 or 4-0 with recruits that I hosted. And so anytime you get that type of buy-in, amongst your guys, I think you got a good chance of being successful with the recruiting piece and then even on the floor.
And, Coach, I feel like since your time at Fullerton, you've made it more of a basketball school. People know for basketball now as well as baseball, because I feel like before you got there, people knew about it, but the standard you've set at Fullerton here, I feel like you've made it more of a basketball school. People know about it from your coach, your great job of recruiting and selling the place, and the way you guys play on the court, and just the results you're getting. So people say, "Oh wow, Fullerton is more than a baseball school now."
Yeah, no, we're trying, and baseball, to their credit, they give us a great example of how to build a program, how to build a culture, and then how to sustain it because of their success. We're still fighting, and not necessarily fighting, but we still embrace the battle of, when people see us in the airport and they see our emblem or our logo, they automatically say, "Oh, Fullerton, the baseball school." But now what we're getting is, "Oh, Fullerton, the baseball school. You guys went to the tournament last year." And so they're a little more familiar with who we are and what we're trying to do from a basketball standpoint. But, I think it'd be naive to not take advantage of, the success that baseball has had, and learn from them, but also grow from them, and let people know that there is a basketball opportunity here, and we can work to have the same type of success that baseball is having for a lot of the same reasons. Baseball is one of the hardest working programs on our campus, and so we're trying to mimic that. They recruit a boatload of Southern California kids, so we're trying to mimic that. And then those guys just work their behind off at the end of the day, outside of the diamond, in the weight room, and so we're trying to mimic some of those habits and some of those behaviors.
And that goes to my next question, about player development, how it's so key at your level, the mid-major levels, player development piece, and just mimicking how baseball goes about their approach of developing their guys, getting guys to the major leagues, getting them become pros. At your level, if a guy comes in and he's a freshman, stays all 4 years, he develops his body, works on his game, he can be a pro somewhere, and he could really be a high major player based on what he taps out at, based on his development on your roster as a senior. It could really help you win games by themselves, almost making plays. So I feel like at your level, developing players is so key. And what is your approach to developing guys when it comes to April, May, June, July, August, before practice starts, even during in-season? What is your development plan for the guys in season as well?
I think it's one of the most important things that we can do, and it's probably one of the best things that we do, is we're just constantly trying to evaluate our guys, but every day we're trying to get better. Every single day. I mean, even today, 2 days before a game, we spent 25 minutes working on each individual guy's game, what they do best, trying to embellish that, and then trying to help improve their weaknesses to strengths. And that's something that we do every single day in the weight room. Our guys are lifting 4 times a week, even right now. They're doing stuff in the weight room. And so we spend an inordinate amount of time talking about, in recruiting, becoming a pro and teaching guys how to be a professional. It's not my job to determine what type of pro it is, what type of pro you become, but it is my job to make sure that you have all of the information and the work ethic to become a pro. And whatever level of pro you are, that's on you. But my job is to make sure that we push you every single day to be better today than you were yesterday and be better tomorrow than you were today. And we literally try to live by that. And one of the things that our program has become synonymous with is the development piece. Guys are getting bigger, stronger in the weight room. They're getting bigger and stronger on the floor, and it's starting to play out. And one of the things that we've kind of adopted is just #DevelopYou, because our guys have come here, and every single year we've had an all-league guard, an all-league player. A couple of years we've had 2 and 3. We had back-to-back freshman of the year in the conference. And so, guys are coming here and taking advantage of the opportunity to develop.
Exactly, and that's the big thing about it, Coach, getting guys to buy into the development, because that helps the team and it holds other guys accountable as well. Because if you see my teammate getting better in developing, and I'm lagging behind, that makes him be more accountable. It may say, hey, I got to do something too. I'm not going to play next year. So I think that also helps guys want to get better as well, get on the court, be accountable because their teammates doing the same thing. Somebody might take your job if you get complacent.
No question. And you have to have that element of competition as well, day in and day out, just so that, you're not just developing just to be developing. You're developing to see where you are. And every single day we try to get after it from a competition standpoint and see where we are and see if we can get any better. And this group of guys has really, really bought into that, and they're seeing each other's success. And so it does make the other guy want to work a little harder to see if he can reach or attain the same success. And so it's become a really, really good cycle of guys coming in here and in the weight room, just getting their butt kicked in the weight room and going from 175 pounds as a freshman to a sophomore year being 195 pounds just in 12 months' time, and physically being so much different. Those guys are seeing that and they're buying into that, and it's become a huge part of our program.
And, Coach, you got 2 mid-road games this week against Irvine and Davis out there, man. So, Coach, as you prepare for these 2 games, what are you telling your guys about being prepared? These 2 teams pose great threats to you guys. You're in a 5-team race for first right now in the conference title race. So, big game for. So, what are you telling your guys so far to get ready for these big 2 matches on the road this week?
You know, we're just talking about taking advantage of the opportunity. It is a huge opportunity for us to go and play at UC Irvine on Wednesday. And again, our preseason kicks in terms of being road warriors and being able to go on the road and have some success, just doing the things that we know we're capable of doing. Talent-wise, we're as good as anybody in our conference. We can play with anybody in our conference in terms of style, but we've got to execute the little things to make the big things happen. And those are the things that we're trying to focus on: our defensive rotations, spacing on offense, sharing the basketball on offense, and just doing the little things that make the big things happen. You don't have to go over here and try to, make spectacular happen time in and time out. If you just do the little things and do what you're capable of, then you can eventually make spectacular things happen. But if you go out seeking spectacular, I think you take yourself out of rhythm.
And, Coach, I see where Coach Godfrey and those guys at CSU and up there are doing well. Hawaii's doing well. I feel like your conference each year is getting better and better and better as I watch it. Even the teams are not winning as much, they're still competitive every night. I feel from top to bottom, you guys, your league is getting better and better. People should watch it on ESPN Plus and see what's going on in the Big West out there. Yeah, no, it's a tough conference top to bottom. Every night, it doesn't matter who you play. Like right now, Davis's record, I think, is 1-6 or 1-5 or something like that. But I guarantee you, nobody would sign up to play them, even though their record's 1-5 or 1-4, whatever it is. And so it's a very well coached league. There's some really good players in this league. And like the ACC and the bigger schools, the bigger conferences, they beat up on each other at their level. And we're doing the same thing. It's just literally any given night, anybody can win. Yes, indeed. Well, Coach, I'll be definitely cheering for you guys this week and hope you get that regular season title, Coach. You've been good to me in the show, and I hope you do well, and I hope your team keeps making floats on the basketball. Get to know about the basketball team or the baseball team a little bit. Take one last play and shine, just a little tad bit, Coach. Keep doing the job with that influencer, man.
Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate you investing in our program and getting us on your show. I always enjoy chatting with you, and I look forward to the next time.
Yes, indeed, Coach. Coach Taylor here on the Bossman. So we check them out this week against Davis and Irvine.
Hip-hop fans, I got a great album for you. The debut album from Family Grind ENT, True Speech and 313 Fresh. We're going to give you 2 discs, 33 songs of pure, genuine hip-hop. Albums available on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, illstreetrex.com, and streaming live right now on Rhapsody, Beats Music, Spotify, Xbox Music, Slacker Radio, and SoundCloud. Check them out today. True Speech and 313 Fresh. Family Grind ENT. Believe in it. Get it.
A gorgeous tan from Suntan City gives you an inner glow that relights the fire when you run into your first crush.
Vicky, who was that?
An old boyfriend.
Lucky you just tanned at Suntan City.
Lucky he's single. We're doing lunch tomorrow.
Won't be single for long then.
During Tour of the City, try all 5 tans, including spray tan, for just $4.99. Restrictions may apply. Click to buy now.
Suntan City, let yourself shine. When you're a teen, you finally get to make some of your own decisions. Who are you going to hang out with? What do you want to be? Are you going to glance at that text while driving? Remember, a split second is all it takes for something tragic to happen. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our teen driver safety program. Brought to you by the Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
It's maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer. All the stars are closer.
Tell me what you gonna do to me. Confrontation ain't nothing new to me. You could bring a bullet, bring a sword, bring a morgue, but you can't bring the truth to me.
Alexa, play Kendrick Lamar and SZA.
Okay. Maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer.
With Amazon Music, a voice is all you need. Get tens of millions of songs. Download the Amazon Music app today.
Yeah, it's your man JC, the host with the most, baby, and it goes down each and every Saturday night right here in the city of Memphis. That's right, y'all. It goes down at Clicks Sports Bar Memphis, baby. 3705 Malco Way, Memphis, Tennessee, 38125. Come out and join us, the Three Kings, each and every Saturday night for the livest karaoke in the city. Everybody gets in free till 10 p.m. Only $5 after. Great food. We got drink specials. We got all kind of games, man. We got the pool tables popping. Whatever you want, we got you, man. Come on out. Have a good time with us each and every Saturday night. That's Clicks Sports Bar, Memphis.